Welcome to NewsWatch Ole Miss. We are so glad to be starting off your evening, and I must say we have a very packed show tonight. I'm Alexi Intercheck.
We do. I'm Gabe Evans. We've got updates on the new Associated Student Body, Alex, and how the job market is looking for upcoming graduates.
Yes, we do, and later on find out why Pilates is such a growing force here in Oxford.
But first, it's been a very rainy day, and I have not enjoyed walking in the rain.
I absolutely agree. Let's hope that our weather anchor, William Traylor, has a little bit of good news with our current conditions.
Well, this weather just can't make up its mind, can it? Rain and then sun, and then rain and then sun. Well, we're going to have that for at least a few weeks. I'm going to tell you all about your full forecast coming up shortly and more about your double-decker weekend. Back to you at the desk.
All right, thank you, William. I hope the weather holds up for Oxford's double-decker weekend, which is an arts festival happening this weekend on the square. And it just received a major recognition.
Yes, it did. The festival won the Bernice Linton Outstanding Event Award at the Mississippi Pinnacle Awards Gala earlier this month. The
Pinnacle Awards recognizes excellence in marketing and community impact across Mississippi, with winners selected from hundreds of statewide nominations. Now in its 28th year, Double Decker continues to showcase food, music, and art from across the region while boosting our local economy. The festival kicks off tomorrow and runs through Saturday on the square. Double Decker may be bringing economic development to Oxford, but with inflation concerns and a shifting job market, this year's graduating class may face new challenges as they enter the workforce. That's right. NewsWatch reporter Dylan Clack brings us the story on how these graduates can adapt to this new economy.
Changes and uncertainty accompany any senior's graduating experience. Picking a job and building a life is difficult any year. But in May, this year's graduating class will enter an economy that many say is headed for recession. We spoke to graduating senior Trey Guzman about what comes next after college.
A little bit worried right now because all the tariffs and everything, but I have hopes that it'll get better. I trust them.
He refers here to the tariffs placed by President Trump on many different U.S. trading partners. Experts say the new tariffs may be the culprit for a stock market in free fall, as well as slowing global trade. Ole Miss senior Colin O'Sullivan recognizes that problems ahead exist, but finds hope ahead as he enters the workforce.
Concerned about America's perception especially among our allied countries about how not stable, but how erratic we could act sometimes. But I'd say I'm optimistic.
While times do seem rocky, Career Center advisor Shira Lynch suggests taking a breath and remembering that every graduating class has its challenges.
So what my advice would be is just continue to focus on what makes you unique and valuable. And when it comes to competitors, when you're out trying to get jobs, competitors in that aspect, what sets you apart?
Shira remembers the recession of 2008 and thinks that students today may be calmer than other generations simply because, for the class of 2025, uncertainty is nothing new.
We're desensitized. We grew up, I speak about me, witnessing our parents go through recession. So, we're like, okay, we've seen this before.
While uncertainty might be on the horizon, most people seem to think things will be okay. This is Lars Anderson speaking live from Martindale Cole for NewsWatch Ole Miss.
The University of Mississippi's Associated Student Body has elected 8 new senators for the 2025 through 26 academic year. The election took place on Tuesday during the ASB formal Senate meeting with 11 candidates for the available spots. The winners of these seats are Troy Christian, Sawyer Gates, Aaron Hendricks, Corey Kendry, Dylan Quinn, Wesley Templett, William Thompson, and Ethan Williams. The ASB also confirmed and elected senators elected in March for the upcoming academic year. Are you looking for a new way to get some hands-on experience? Well, the new Campus Innovation Hub offers students a space to transform inspiration into reality. Let's take a look at reporter Ashton Southern with more on this initiative opportunity.
Whether you just have an idea or you already have a growing business, come check out the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship to see if your idea is a billion-dollar idea.
So whether that's an idea stage all the way to I have a running, functioning business with several employees, wherever you are in that range, we help students however you need to be helped.
From a clothing business to a digital marketing business, the Center has been funding student projects big and small since 2014. Ole Miss student Claire Fitzik is one of the center's grant recipients, and she participated in the center's business plan competition where participants pitched their ideas for a grand prize.
I, first of all, sophomore year, competed in the Gillespie business plan competition. I ended up winning, and so that grand prize was $15,000 plus an office space for a year.
First place gives you a grant and an office space at Insight Park on campus, allowing you to continue to grow your business in a professional environment.
It just really grew now that I have a team of 6 people, and we've worked with over 60 clients in the 4.5 years I've been in business.
Director of Campus Marketing for the center, Caitlin Moak, says no idea is an idea too small.
If you have an idea, or you think you might have an idea, or you want to start a business, come talk to me. We'll figure it out.
From grants to competitions to mentorship, the Center for Innovation and Entrepreneurship has opportunities for whatever you need to start your company. For more information on opportunities available to you, visit their website at olemisscie.com. I'm Ashton Southern, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Are you looking for a way to make a difference while also earning some scholarship money? Well, Mississippi Exceeds is looking for college students to mentor 6th through 12th graders during the 2025 to 2026 school year. This is an AmeriCorps program focused on improving youth engagement in schools through mentorship. Mentors will receive a $1,500 scholarship and are required to commit 8 to 10 hours per week with their mentee, where they will guide them in building study skills and act as a role model. If you're interested, be sure to contact Aaron Parker at eeparker@olemiss.edu.
Well, Star Wars fans, you listen up. The Force will be strong at the Powerhouse Community Arts Center on May 4th, and not just because it's our executive producer's birthday. A Star Wars-themed improv comedy show is raising money to support the family of Mark Schneider, an Oxford resident who overcame renal cell carcinoma last year. The show starts at 7 p.m. and tickets can be purchased online for $10. The event is open to all ages, so whether you're a Jedi Master or new to the Force, there will be fun to be had for all.
Well, that sounds like a fantastic time. And coming up, we'll be talking about a new vaccine initiative launching on campus.
Plus, we'll see why one workout craze is sweeping Ole Miss that students can't get enough of.
Stay with us for these stories and more after the break. This is NewsWatch Ole Miss. We'll be right back.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
NewsWatch is a student-run newscast that goes live every week, Monday through Thursday at 5 o'clock.
NewsWatch is more than just a college team. It is an immersive learning experience. You learn certain skills that help you in your future journalism career.
Rebel Watch is just a cool experience because I want to do something in the sports world. So just to get the chance to do that on a platform like this, it's just a great opportunity.
We are the only live station in the Oxford-Lafayette area, with Tupelo being the closest. We cover all local news.
Gonna be a hot one out there for move-in weekend, Ole Miss. Good luck this year, Rep.
You did it. You're home. I can't wait for you to discover the true meaning of Hotty Toddy. It's a cheer that connects us all to the red and blue. It's the moment that begins when you step on campus and continues long after you turn your tassel. I can't wait for you to discover your legacy and make the world a better place. Are you ready?
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. Before we turn back to what's happening locally, we have an update on the White House. As President Trump nears the mark of his first 100 days in office, he and his administration are beginning to make efforts to enforce a ban on transgender service members. The ban was set to take effect last month, but the president has now asked the Supreme Court to begin enforcing the ban after several lower courts issued ruling against the Trump administration. A federal judge has decided that the policy violated the constitutional right of many active duty transgender service members. The Supreme Court requested all those who challenged the policy to respond to the appeal by next Thursday. In the meantime, the Defense Department will continue their gender-affirming care for transgender troops. Back to you at the desk, Alexia.
Thank you, Gabe, for that update. Now, there are plenty of options when it comes to staying fit, especially here in Oxford, but there is one type of workout that is absolutely taking the town by storm. NewsWatch reporter Leighton Lawhead has the full story.
Pilates has exploded here in Oxford. With over 5 studio locations offering Pilates workouts, we wanted to see what the hype was all about.
Something that you can grab a friend and do. You feel great afterwards, you look cute afterwards, and you know, everybody wants something to post about, and this is sort of the perfect marriage of all of that.
Amy Scruggs opened Core Fitness in 2020 and says that despite other studios opening in Oxford, the demand has consistently grown.
We don't want people to get frustrated or discouraged and not want to come to class just because they can't get in. So I think it's grown a lot in the last few years.
There are multiple different types of Pilates. Floor Pilates, Contemporary Pilates, and Reformer Pilates are the most common. Reformer Pilates is the most popular in Oxford and utilizes a reformer machine which uses resistance springs to build muscle.
I like to say Pilates is for everybody, but you know, some of our classes are harder than others, but everyone can do this. We have 15-year-olds taking and we have 70-year-olds taking, and sometimes right next to each other.
Ole Miss senior Riley Kate Fair has been a Pilates instructor for 2 years and says that college-age students are a target demographic for the workout.
At this point in our lives, we're all like trying to be the best version of ourselves, and you know, taking a group fitness class is just, it's like a check mark on the list for a lot of people. You know, it's just part of their day.
Because Pilates has become so popular, classes fill up fast, some even months in advance. Classes will also cost you. Monthly memberships in Oxford range between $60 to $150 a month. So if you want to try it out, go ahead and lunge right into it. I'm Leighton Lawhead for NewsWatch.
If you're looking for a way to form new connections and learn about different cultures, you may want to stop by the Cultural Cafe. NewsWatch reporter Abigail Gasick has more details on this weekly event.
Join us every Wednesday from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. for the Cultural Cafe, hosted by Better Together and International Student and Scholar Services. Each week, the cafe highlights a different country or cultural tradition from around the globe. It's a welcoming space where students can connect, learn, and celebrate the rich diversity of our campus community, promoting understanding, inclusion, and global friendship. This week, it was Bangladesh, presented by Abdul Hope. Cultural festivities are deeply intertwined with food. The Bengali New Year, families gather to enjoy fermented rice with fried fish, symbolizing prosperity. Winter heralds are first, celebrating with traditional rice cake, showcasing the country's communal harmony. Bangladesh's cuisine is a harmonious blend of flavors, reflecting its diverse regions and history. Staple dishes like fragment rice and meat ensemble vary across locals, where marinated meat and rice cooked together, to featuring chicken and rice infused with ghee. Lentil soups or dals accompany meals, offering both nutrition and comfort, which help embody the nation's communal spirit and culinary integrity. This is Abigail Gasick reporting for NewsWatch Ole Miss.
Thank you so much, Abigail. That sounds like such a fun event. Now, after the break, we're going to have your full weather forecast, but can you give us a little sneak peek of what we can expect to see tonight?
Absolutely. A little bit more of what we've already seen, on again, off again, and back and forth and back and forth. Really, that's going to be the case for a while. I have more for you right after the break.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. Ready! That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Make sure to celebrate when you're happy and laugh it out. Love your mind.
Because I love you. I want to be your only guy.
Because I love you, skip class with me. Let's stay in bed today.
Because I love you, I just want to be with you so freaking much.
Because I love you.
I waited for you after Chem Lab.
You were walking with Mark?
Because I love you.
You shouldn't be hanging out with that dude.
You should know how dumb that makes me look. I don't care if she's your lab partner.
Why do you have texts from him?
Because I love you. This number?
Delete.
Because I love you. This Jason number?
Delete.
And Ben?
Delete.
Because I love you, I should smash your phone.
I'll let you give me your password instead.
Because I love you.
I will check your texts every day.
You got lucky. Because I love you. Because I love you.
You think it's okay?
Because I love you. You understand.
Because I love you, you stopped talking to your classmates.
And you feel completely alone.
Because I love you. That's not love.
Well, a few showers this afternoon going into your evening. That's about all that we've seen today. It's going to be that on again and off again coming up for at least the next weekend. Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm William Traylor with Stormwatch. 76 degrees today on the Ole Miss campus. We have some clouds that have come and gone, and once again, that's what we're going to be looking at for a few days. Rain tonight and tomorrow in your forecast, and especially for your weekend. That's when things are going to change just a little bit and change for the better, we hope, as we approach double-decker weekend. Looking around our area today, we've had some pretty mild temperatures. 80 up in South Haven, 85 here in Oxford, 83 over in Tupelo. That is about where we expect to be this time of year, so nothing too crazy there. And the showers that come and go, that's what we expect for spring as well. So we're really looking at what we expect for this time, for this season in Mississippi. Tonight we're going to be looking at a low of 64 degrees, a great temperature to be out and about. There's not going to be a whole lot of rain. You'll see that come and go, but if you're going to go out and you're going to be out and about maybe watching the draft tonight, then you're going to have a good night to do that because the temperature is going to feel good. There's not going to be a whole lot of rain, and you are going to enjoy that evening. So tomorrow we're going to see similar to what we saw today. Similar temperatures, similar prospects for rain, similar cloud cover. It will be cloudy, then the sun will come out for just a minute. It'll rain for just a minute. The sun will go back behind the clouds. That's pretty much the story. That's what we'll be dealing with for quite some time, at least for the next 48 hours or so. As we go into your double-decker weekend, though, we see things start to clear up just a little bit. As that kicks off Friday at 5 p.m., we have some cloud cover, but no real rain. And then Saturday throughout the day, we're really not looking at any significant rain chances on Saturday. Nothing really higher than about 20%. So though these clouds may look ominous, the actual weather should not cause a problem for the double-decker festival. So go ahead and get out and enjoy that here in Oxford. Tomorrow's high temperature is 80 in South Haven, 79 in Oxford, 81 down there in Tupelo. That is, again, the same that we experienced today. Tomorrow is basically going to be a repeat of what we saw today. And as we go throughout your week into your 5-day forecast, you will see a few ebbs and flows in that temperature, in that highs, especially as we go into Monday, getting up to 88 degrees. That'll probably be the highest that we've been all year long, and going down to 66 on Tuesday evening. So we're gonna have some wild weather, but it should be pretty predictable.
I really hope that rain holds off for double-decker. It's such a big weekend for Oxford, and so much fun is to be had.
Right, it's a lot of people counting on this weekend. It's a really big festival, full of a lot of good music, full of a lot of good food, vendors, everything you can think of for the Oxford Square. But hopefully the rain holds off for a little bit. Hopefully nobody gets rained on anymore this week. And we can have some good time, because I did not have fun with that today. But
you didn't like getting caught in the weather?
No, but we've had a very interesting sports area. The draft is coming up, a whole bunch going on. Football's kicking back up already.
So much going on. It's going to be a rainy weekend here in Oxford, but sports make the sunshine a little brighter in my life. Baseball, golf, and drafts. We have all of this and more coming up.
The funny thing about Hannah is she never crawled. She skipped it entirely. And went straight to walking and running. She was such an eager little girl. Guess she was always looking for the next amazing thing. I know that Hannah loved every one of you.
Are you looking for more in this world? Are you driven by purpose? Then we are looking for you.
The big-hearted, the bold, the change makers. We are the Peace Corps. With volunteers in more than 60 countries, we join hands with communities, live together, work together, transform lives, and serve boldly together. Are you ready to go the distance to make a difference? Then we have a place where you belong. Join us.
Think buying fake products is harmless? Think again. Think fake cosmetics are tested and safe? Think again. Think that medicine you can buy off social media is high quality? Think again. Counterfeits are made in unsafe conditions, potentially using hazardous and even lethal ingredients that could harm you and others. Each year, billions of dollars worth of counterfeit products are sold in the U.S. I smell big crime. Think about it. If you don't know where the products came from, how could you know where the money goes? You're smart. Buy smart. Go for real.
Welcome back, Rebs. I'm Caroline Dardo with Sports Watch. Taking it to the course, Ole Miss women's golf senior Caitlin McNabb has been named to the postseason watch list for the Annika Award. The Annika Award is the annual award presented to the most outstanding female collegiate golfer. The award is named after Annika Sorenstam, who is considered to be one of the greatest female golfers of all time. McNabb is one of only 15 collegiate women golfers named to this postseason watch list for the 2024-25 season. McNabb leads the SEC with a stroke average of 70 and finished in the top 20 in all 9 tournaments this season, including 4 top 5 finishes. Last week, McNabb became the first Rebel in program history to win the SEC Championship individual title. The 10 finalists for the Annika Award will be announced on Friday, May 9th. It's the day we have been waiting for since the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl win. It's officially 2025 NFL Draft Day 1. Ole Miss is likely to be in for one of its best drafts yet, as Lane Kiffin and his coaching staff have curated a talented group of players to send off to the professionals. Former quarterback Jackson Dart is one of the most talked about prospects leading up to the draft. Dart sits alongside Walker Nolan and Trey Amos as projected first-round picks. Princely Amanmalin and Trey Harris are projected to be picked in the 3rd. Ole Miss's all-time record for the draft is likely to stay the same, but there's a chance that we will have the opportunity to meet the modern-day 9 total picks. You can catch the draft live from Green Bay starting tonight at 7 p.m. and continuing on for round 2 and 3 on Friday and finishing out rounds 4 through 7 on Saturday. Streaming will be available on NFL Network, ESPN, and ABC. After the first 18 holes of play at the SEC Championship, our men's golf team sits tied for 10th. This is not the start that head coach Chris Malloy was hoping for, but on the bright side, the boys have more than 2 rounds to play before they cut to 8 teams. The Rebels could not get the ball rolling on the course as the Rebels carded 10 birdies as a team. Kai Meeks had the low round of the day for Ole Miss with 2 under 68. Michael Lasasso posted an even par 70 and now has 22 rounds of even or below par on the season. Tom Fisher finished with 71 and Cameron Tankersley with a final score of 72. Keep up with the Rebels this weekend and on X and on Instagram at Ole Miss Golf and OleMissSports.com. Our number 23 Rebels won in a walk-off thriller over in-state rival Mississippi State. Ole Miss would trail almost the entire game until a 2-run rally that tied the game in the bottom of the 9th. Isaac Humphrey would reach via a single, sending Austin Foley home. Foley would launch a 2-run game, tying a homer deep, pushing the game to tie at 7. Braden Randall would lead off the bottom of the 10th with a single. He would advance the 2nd and then the 3rd off of wild pitches. With 2 outs, Will Furness delivered a walk-off RBI in the 10th inning to win 8-7. The Rebels are set to host number 9 Vanderbilt for a 3-game series this weekend. First pitch for Game 1 is set for tomorrow at 6:30, and you can watch live on SEC Network Plus. That's all I've got for sports. Be sure to follow us on our socials and tune in for our sports talk show, Rebel Watch, tomorrow at 4. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
Hate is loud. It gets clicks. It gets attention. Hate, however, is actually quite small. But love is the majority, filling up something far more important than any feed. Love fills our hearts, our lives, our every day with understanding, empathy, and compassion, leaving hate to become what it truly is, a whisper.
Hi, I'm Woodsy Owl. In order to try and stop pollution, we need more help. So, help Woodsy spread the word. Come on, never be a dirty bird. No matter where you go, you can let some people know to give a hoot, don't pollute. Never be a dirty bird. In the city or in the woods, help keep America looking good.
Well, as the academic year comes to an end, students are trading in their textbooks for summer adventures.
Yes, they are, and our reporter Rosie Matlock caught up with some students around campus to hear about their upcoming plans.
Hey Rebs, the year's coming to an end, so let's find out what our students have planned for this summer.
Man, I'm probably just going to do a little bit of school and go fishing and whatever.
Yeah, that's a good plan. What's the biggest fish you've ever caught? How big?
Oh, I'd say probably 30-pound stingray out on the Georgia coast.
Oh wow, so it's like this big?
Something like that. It was a few years ago.
Okay, you trying to beat that record this summer?
Well, if I can get to the beach, yeah.
There we go, we got to get him to the beach.
I'm actually starting nursing school in May, so I'll be at nursing school for 2 years in Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh wow, so you don't get much of a break.
Not at all.
Well, Godspeed. What are you up to?
I'm going to New York City for the first time in June.
Ooh, that's super exciting. Are you doing anything like fun? Do you have anything planned already?
I think we'll see a Broadway show, so.
I recommend Wicked. You kind of look like Elphaba. Yeah, that's her name. Elphaba today. This is the other breaking question. Are you all Elphaba and Galinda? Are you the Galinda to her Elphaba?
So I've never watched Wicked.
Okay, perfect, perfect.
I'm probably going to go to California.
All right, what are you going to do in California?
Not really, probably just visit because I've never been there.
Oh, so do you know anyone there, or you're just going for fun?
Oh, well, one of my friend's parents, they live there, so.
Okay, so you got a free place to stay.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds like a plan. Can I come with?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, perfect. We're going to California.
Probably going to California with Aiden Mitchell.
Oh, you're coming with us, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, perfect. It's gonna be a whole trip. What do you want to do when we're there?
Whatever Aiden Mitchell does.
Wow, so we're just following Aiden Mitchell's lead, I guess.
Yeah, he's the group leader.
Okay, perfect.
Well, I certainly have not caught any, 30-pound fish off the Gulf of Mexico, but very happy for him and hope he can catch some more this summer.
I mean, I'm like we could all go on a fishing trip.
We could do that. I've never been fishing in my life, but
Never
we
been
could give
fishing?
it a whirl.
Not once.
No, I'm from
Oh,
Ohio.
gosh.
We don't fish up there.
Well,
You're in the right place.
we've got you exposed to pickleball. Now we got to
yes.
do fishing.
Well, that's all we have for tonight. Make sure to tune in tomorrow. I'm Alexia Andercheck.
And I'm Gabe Evans with your latest news.
I'm Caroline Dardo with Sports Watch.
And with Stormwatch, I'm William Traylor.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in next week at 5.
NewsWatch Ole Miss, where we keep it live and keep it local. Have a good night.